more emission control. Temperature's definitely dropped out there, and out of convenience, not because I have to, but because I like it. I got my heater going. Went to the store last night, got my compressor oil. Need to get this thing oiled up, and then we're going to start working on getting the plasma cutter all set up. Then we'll be ready to actually go do some work. Let's get going. Looking at the oil window here, it looks like everything's great. So I think we're going to tighten this up and call it good. This thing is super quiet. I'm so used to the air compressors being like massively loud. It's like 5 times the size of my pancake compressor, and it makes a fraction of the noise. I'm excited to see how this thing works. It looks like it's going to be really good. Alright, well hopefully you can hear me with this mic on. I got the heater going, the air compressor going, so this mic is for that purpose, so you can still hear me. Opening up the Victor by Thermal Dynamics. I think it's Victor, right? That's the trade name, and then Thermal Dynamics is the company. Cutmaster 42. I'm not an expert again. This is so I'm not like saying you should go out and buy this. It's what I bought because it was highly recommended as a great plasma torch for what I need to cut, which is pretty much metal, aluminum, everything. Looks like it comes with a great carrying case already. Let's open that up, get it out of the box. Okay, I always open these the wrong way, so let's look for which way they open. They open up. All right. Really serious about that case there. Ooh. All right, this works on 230 or 120, 110. We got cutting hose, instruction manual. Came with some gloves. Always nice to have more gloves. All right, this must be the pigtail. Yeah, so we got the plug it in to 110. Why are they different? Why are there 2 of them? Uh-oh. What does that mean? Cool glasses. Looks like some consumables. Ah, there it is. Yeah, so why'd they send me 2 of those things? That goes in there. And then they sent me 2 of those. Okay, well they sent you 2 of them. We'll figure out why once we get it all there, but there's how you go from 230 down to 110. Whew, that's tight. All right, get that up there. There we go. I really like that case. Man, you can use those for a lot of things. I really like that though. Okay. The air compressor just went off. Sounds like we got a leak. There was an air leak in the compressor. Let me show you where I think it was at. I think I got it fixed. Way down there, you can see where there's some Teflon tape now. That was leaking right at that joint. And then to get it, I had to take it off. This whole bracket here, or pipe had to come off. So I also put some Teflon in there. Obviously it's turned back on. We're gonna see how it does. Well, that's repressurizing. Let's go ahead and undo this bad boy here. Very exciting. My first plasma cutter. I don't think it's going to be my last because I think it's going to be amazing. All right, your ground wire, power cable. All right. That's obviously that bad boy right there. Control. Let's open it up. Let's open it up, shall we? I wonder why they sent 2. I'm gonna get this. Oh, come on. Oh, Unlimited power. Oh, it comes with a CD. General tips, techniques, general cutting, setup operations. Oh, that would have been nice to know. So then I would have brought my computer out. Lots of tips. Please excuse us for using your torch. Every torch is operated before it's packed. The tip and electrode may show some sign. May not necessarily be out for your kind of blah blah blah. Okay, great. So they test it all out first. Well, that's always good. You want that. What's this? This is a air only with O2. There's our air inlet. That over there. Okay. See how easy it is to connect. Goes in one way. Can only go in one way. They got their pokey-okey all figured out. There we go. Torch is connected. I fixed the air leak that first time, but that wasn't the fix. It still leaked. So, got in there a little more serious, and it was the top bung, that held it in. So, the big, more light. I got no light. Sorry, no light. You can see kind of around the edge there. That whole thing, it was leaking. It was leaking around that part. And when I took it apart, there's a little bit of paint that got underneath it there. There's a O-ring in there. And there's some paint that got in between the O-ring and the top of that bung. So I cleaned that all up with the wire brush. And then I also put some Teflon on it. Put the O-ring back in. Teflon wasn't on where the O-ring was at, just on the threaded part. And got it back on, and she's doing really good. She's holding pressure right now, nice and quiet. Who wants to pay for a brand new air compressor and then have it run constantly? I don't. All right, and during all of that, I read some of the instructions to get started here with the plasma cutter. And the reason why there was 2 of these pigtails sent is because one of them is for a 15 amp circuit and one of them is for a 20 amp circuit. So I'm going with the 15 amp circuit on this, and I also need to make sure that the air compressor and this thing are not on the same circuit. Or we'll be popping breakers left and right. So let me go get an extension cord set up for that, and then we'll start plugging this thing in. I've got a little practice thing set up here, and we'll see how it does. Maybe we'll see how I do. Oh, cool! I'm really not good at this. Let me show you. My first, oh, come on, focus. There we go, my first plasma cut. Look how horrible that is. All right, I'm gonna be practicing here a little bit. We'll see how much better I can improve. The answer is a lot. Well, clearly I have a long way to go in plasma cutting technique, but hey, by the end I'm starting to get straighter and straighter and straighter. It's a short, in my defense, it's a short piece of metal, and I don't have anything to lean against. Now when we're doing actual cuts that matter, remember I got the guide kit for the holes, and I'm also going to be making templates that I can run everything down so that I'm not having to freehand it. Obviously, freehanding is a bad idea. I knew that going into this. I knew we have to make templates and everything for the cuts that we're going to make. So we're going to do that. But hey, man, this thing is awesome. awesome. I love it. I think it's great. But I've never had one, so don't go buy one just because I think it's awesome. Right now it's giddy. I'm giddy. We need to go cut some stuff, and we have stuff to cut. So I could sit here all day long cutting on this little poor piece of metal, or we can go cut some stuff that really matters. But we're gonna wait for the next video to show those things. So, hey, thanks for following along. We got the air compressor set up, no leaks. We got the plasma cutter set up, and it's cutting. We got to figure it out. Oh, I was having a problem with the tip. I had a green flashing light, and this thing's smart enough to know if you have the wrong tip for the amperage that you're in. I had the 230 volt amp in or 230 volt, 230 volts, not amps, tip, which came from the factory. I had to put the 120 volt tip in. That came in the kit, so all is good there. And then everything, it knew that it had the right tip for the right voltage, and we were ready to rock and roll. So very cool that it knows that. You're not going to burn out a bunch of parts, I presume, is the reason why they did that. So, very exciting. We're going to go cut some stuff. Thanks for following along with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, ring that bell, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. This is Real Martian. Out.